I'm Hadi, and I'm not afraid to admit that I scored 84% in my medical school finals because I prefer to learn the pathophysiology behind conditions rather than memorizing countless mnemonics. This is a series where I'll be teaching high-yield topics medical students tend to struggle with. In episode 1, we'll be discussing aortic stenosis and regurgitation and the murmurs you'd expect to hear. The left ventricle contracts to force blood from the left ventricle through the aortic valve to the aorta. This means that the aortic valve must be open during systole and closed during diastole. So what murmur would we expect to hear in patients with aortic stenosis? Well, going back to what we learned, if blood flows from the left ventricle through the aortic valve during systole, if we have a very stenosed valve or a very narrow valve, then we would have some extra turbulence, which would cause a murmur during systole, as that's when the valve is open. Therefore, the murmur in aortic stenosis is a ejection systolic murmur. In patients with aortic regurgitation, it means that they have an incompetent aortic valve. So during diastole, when the aortic valve is supposed to be closed, we have a backflow of blood, which causes a diastolic murmur. In particular, this is known as an early diastolic